Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday afternoon, June 23rd. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of SPY, IWM, and Triple Qs. Bizarre little day. I mean, basically, we can treat today as an inside day. Poor high for ES. SPY took out the day's high by 13 cents from yesterday, but I'm still going to treat it as an inside day. We have inside weeks going on for all three of these indices. We all price probe today. A very bizarre day in the fact that what they ended up doing at the end of the day, really expected them to do that throughout the day after A, B, C, and D. So what E and E, F, G, and H did is kind of a mystery to me. We talk about mindless machines and meaningless price action. Well, that was the most meaningless price action I ever saw in E through H's lows. For no rhyme or reason to come back and do what we were doing early in the day. I had a good day. I'm just a little aggravated because if they didn't do that, what they did later in the day, I think it would have been a process as far as one-time framing up throughout the day, maybe even trying to go trend. Above C's high from yesterday is basically B's high from the 15th on the ES. And that's important because that's where change tried to take place and then failed. Well, today they had tried to get above it in C, in D. It's one thing to get rejected. I don't have a problem with that. But for them to go and now take out both the IB high and low, rip lower, fail trend, and then go take out the day's high again? Come on. You talk about just mindless movement. That's what we have. Both us and Russell took out both sides of the IB, only to come back out and take out the day's high again and probe. Qs never took out the IB low. They came close. They end 7 wide. We end 7. We all end 7 wide. But the only thing I'm using to lean on is the day's high, low, and D's high is the price probe. Now, yesterday I said take M with a grain of salt because all that was shorts getting out. I'm sorry, longs getting out. Now, today you can say the same thing about M, but you really can't say the same thing again about the a good part of the afternoon. Okay? Because yes, we were taking shorts to the woodshed again in I and J and K, but there was definitely buying going on in here also. So now we'll see if we get that follow through. For my money's worth, all we did right now is stretch the balance high by a tick in ES and by 13 cents in SPY. It's a 3-day balance. Here it is. Clear, plain and simple. Russell took out their 3-day balance high. But again, they just stretched it. Qs, they took out their 3-day balance high. Again, just stretched it, right? So we're going to see tomorrow, do we get follow through to the upside? If you don't, well, then you're going to go test the balance low, which is yesterday's low. So as far as my trades, I did nothing in A, but I did nothing but long, B, C, and D, and did very well in them because every pullback was a long. So I did between the 378 and the 376 calls. Now, I also did a small call in E. I did not get hurt. It was 2 lots of 5. I got paid. But once E started getting below the opening and getting, more importantly, closer to the day's low, I'm like, forget it, that trade's off. Now, I did not participate on a short in F at all. I did short G twice and made some money when it pushed back up to take shorts because we were one-time framing down. Actually did one in H that I actually scratched on, believe it or not. Did make money on a long in H because now we had no single prints. So I'm like, well, we're not getting really any attempt to go trend. So any pullback, I took a long in H. And then in I period, I thought we were going to pop the top. I took a long initially. It didn't work. I took it off for a loss. It was a small one. And then when it went back again, this time I took a 60 lot call play. It popped the top, but it didn't do much. It didn't do much in I and J initially, and I took it off, and it was a good trade. But I certainly, just like I didn't expect the market to make new lows on the day after A, B, C, and D, I didn't expect the market to go and take out today's high in price pro. Respect what the short-term traders can do. It's meaningless, and it's mindless, but boy, do you have to respect it. So I didn't get hurt, at least. That's for damn sure. I didn't sit here and try to buy this the whole way down. But we have to respect what they can do because I didn't expect to push as much as they did down, and I didn't expect as much as they took it up. So, but it was a good day. As far as destinations, for the upside, we have today's high of 378.83, and then we don't have anything to 383.90, which is last week's high, and then filling that huge gap at 389.75, 585-point gap. So the question is, do we hold an inside week through tomorrow? For the downside, we have the price probe, D's high of 378.20, and then there's nothing to today's low of 372.89. You want to know why this market's had great ranges all year? Look at the price voids and vacuums we've had. If what we did today in the late in the day fails, well, our first destination is going to be today's low, whatever besides the overnight. And the same on the upside. We take out today's high, next destination is the weekly high in the gap. So 378.20 is the price probe, 372.89 is the daily low, and then you should have the other ones below. And then let's just look at the chart quickly. Tomorrow night we'll recap all three of these indices charts. So here's the weekly. We have an inside week. It could provide a very nice opportunity for next week. We all have inside weeks. Here's Russell, and here's triple Qs. Now triple Qs are a little closer to last week's high. So if they take out 286.83 tomorrow, they come back into balance and they don't have an inside week. We'll see if they do that or not tomorrow. So inside week possible in SPY, and it's a 3-day balance. All we did is stretch it. Are we going to gap high tomorrow? Are we going to fail and test the balance low? It all remains to be seen. Volume a very weak 76 million right now, so we probably won't do even 90 million, which we did yesterday. Our average right now for the year is at 109 million. I hope you all had a good day trading. Thanks for the likes and subscribing to this YouTube channel. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.